What's up, guys? ROundedtiktak here, bringing you another video. Today we're talking about the brand new black metal, the spear? Scythe. It's a scythe. What's up, guys? ROundedtiktak here, and we're gonna cover the new scythe, right? What's it called? The Black Mombasa? What is it called? I have no idea what it's called. Black Mombasa. What's up, guys? ROundedtiktak here, and we're gonna do this video completely different, brand new, never before seen on the channel. You ready? The Black Mombasa, the BROOD SLICER. I keep thinking it's called the Black Mombasa. We're just gonna go with it. We're gonna try it out, test it out on a mission, and see how well it does. I have a bunch of different scythes that I can use within this anyway, so we'll compare it to some other ones. And yeah, the build we're running is Scythe to Michu, totally rocking out subwoofers, anatomy lessons, rapid charge, corrosive strikes, and battle beat. I don't want to take this. I'm just gonna switch to slow field. Now, with this scythe, we'll take a look at its perks real quick. Where's it at? This? No, backpack. I don't have one yet. I still didn't finish the quest line. This week's a little crazy for me. But we have hitting an enemy with 4 times with this weapon reduces the current health by 8% and deals 26 to 151 base damage based on percentage of your missing health in a 0.5 tile radius. Of course it does. This one has crit rating, crit damage, and is rolled physical and adds up to 80% bonus damage based on your percentage of your missing health. Now, in theory, this can be very good. It could be very good. The issue is, unlike the ranged weapons, you're going to be up close and personal, and the scythe isn't that good to where it kills everything when you need it to. Since you're up close and personal and trying to stay at that 30% health threshold, 20% health threshold, you're gonna be in one-shot potential for most of the harder stuff in the game. So let's jump into a mission, let's try it out, and see how well we do. So we have found a smasher. We're gonna drop our little slow field here. We're gonna do this as well as we can. We have 20% health. We're getting a buff. We're gonna eat a biscuit, and we're gonna heavy attack. I think we almost killed him, right? What did we get? I mean, that's not bad. That's not terrible. It does hit hard. 391,000 damage. The attack speed is booty cheeks, but at least we're doing a decent amount of damage. I don't mind the 5th perk, is what I'm trying to say. I don't really mind the 5th perk. I really care about the physical and fire. I would use this set a lot more, except for the assault rifle and sniper, because they're also booty cheeks. I would use both of these weapons a lot more. The spear is really good. It has high impact, a ton of damage, and just basically does what a scythe is supposed to do. All alone here. Let's see what this can actually do. Again, once you get to like 132 or so, the damage really starts to ramp up, and things like bees and stuff like that, if you bring no survival perks with you, and even if you do, just make it a little hard to play around, especially solo. We got pretty lucky with a spawn here. We'll see if we can solo this mission with this scythe. The explosion on top of everything is actually really good on a melee weapon, because you're gonna be up close and personal. They're gonna be within that 0.5 meter range regardless of what they do or choose to, wherever they are. They're always going to get hit by it, but it's really hard to suggest a weapon like this on a melee based character, just because of that perk putting you into one-shot territory. The second you start ramping it up, it doesn't really make sense to use. At least not to the best degree possible. You can use other weapons that do basically the same thing, but just don't kill you. So it's really hard to recommend a weapon like this. We're gonna see if we can solo this mission. We're gonna use the Steam Thrasher a little bit and compare it to that. Although this isn't a full Steam Thrasher infinite spin build, which should still work for us. So let me finish building this up and give it a shot. Feels bad when you're on public games and nobody joins. So we are solo. We're gonna use a Steam Thrasher and a BROOD SLICER and just see which one we like better. The BROOD SLICER, or I'm sorry, the Steam Thrasher is hitting for pretty high numbers. We're gonna go down there. We're probably gonna die. I probably should have brought a banner, but... So with the Steam Thrasher, you have the spin to win mechanic. It looks like we're hitting for like 240 something, 150. It seems to have a faster attack speed. Remember, you can only roll the BROOD SLICER, physical or fire. This is a water wave, so in reality, this is a completely useless weapon to use here. With this spawn where it is kind of perfect for something like the Steam Thrasher, because you're able to just do this kind of stuff. Once you spin a couple of times, you have totally rocking out, kicking in, and you end up hitting very, very hard. Even on elementals, it looks like we're hitting for 250k. 240k is not bad, and that's just a regular basic attack. If we were to move it into the spin attack without those shielders there, this seems to be very, very useful. So the fact that I just can't use this weapon, or I shouldn't use this weapon, is kind of my biggest issue with these weapons in general, with the entire black metal set. Because even using it on these enemies, you'll see the damage is pretty high. If we can get totally rocking out, kicked in, and find a physical husk and be able to see the damage numbers we're going to be able to do, 287,000 damage is not bad. It hits harder, 342,000. It hits harder than the Steam Thrasher. That's not a question, but the attack speed's definitely a little slower, and it doesn't have, I mean, it has a good AoE attack, but it's not the best. Right here, let's see if we can do it. Because, you know, I upgraded the base and everything. Like you're supposed to play this game. And we're solo on a 140-32 mission. But we do have the Steam Thrasher. This just kind of proves that the Steam Thrasher is better. I wouldn't be able to do what I just did and clear out that entire area if I was using the other weapon. In fact, I can't switch to it. And that goes back to two things, once again. The fact that it is just cannot be rolled energy or nature, which means it's completely useless on this wave entirely. Or the fact that I'm just kind of stuck with this kind of build right here. Now, when I make these videos, I don't really care about winning or losing. I'm just trying to show off the weapon, and I can't even use it because of the kind of wave we have. So to give this spear one last shot, Scythe. I'll give this Scythe one last shot. We're going to jump into a 124 encampment mission, and I tried to get Hexylvania. I cannot find teammates on PC. It's not possible. I don't know where all you guys are who watch these videos, but man, this is nuts. So we jumped in here. We are solo. The reason I jumped into an encampment mission because it's going to give us a nice mixture of elemental and non-elemental enemies. So hopefully we'll be able to show it off a little better. This isn't my Scythe. I don't have mine yet, and I can't make it fire. If I was to make it fire, it'd be easier. I could just do a nature mission, but this is the only one I got, so I don't have mine yet because, like I said, my week has been kind of insane, and it's going to be all the way till Monday. So let's do this. Let's get up to the better encampments, the harder ones. Again, we have totally rocking out, crit rating, crit damage, and the 80% perk. All right, you see how like difficult this actually can be right here? Like I got to jump away. Totally rocking out activated, give us a little bit of health. Again, not the specific wave you want to use it on, but you don't have many choices. And on a melee weapon, that problem shows itself so much more. Now, if we compare it to something like the Steam Thrasher, when I can do this, just look at the difference in like style of gameplay, or not even efficiency would be the best word. Look at this. Look at the difference. It's kind of absurd. I hit a rock a few times, kind of messed up my spin, but we'll try it on the next one too. I wish we had a physical wave, but, or, you know, it was a fire Scythe. But there we go. We're kind of in trouble right now. Already in trouble. I mean, it does its job. If there were more people in the party, the damage would be higher. It does hit really hard, but what am I supposed to do? The weapon becomes useless. It's not like you have multiple copies of it. It's not like you have multiple copies of the weapon, so you can make one of each kind of element. you're stuck. And if you're not fighting a fire or physical or nature or physical wave and your weapon's fire or physical, then there's absolutely no reason in the world you would ever use this. There's better weapons that do different things. Like, just for example, watch right here. This is gonna spawn, and we're just gonna start swinging. All I gotta do is make sure to avoid these shield guys, which I failed at, but that's okay. And this is the absolute kryptonite for this spin to win build, and that's a nature wave. We're stuck with 2 shield guys, but besides that, we cleared out the whole thing much faster and safer than we did with the other. I mean, we didn't die. Now here's the thing, on the spear that came out, I really enjoyed it, and I think there's a reason for that. There are no new spears in the game that are similar to the one that we got from the black metal set. However, there are scythes in the game that do what the BROOD SLICER does and only better. My biggest gripe about this weapon, again, is the physical or fire. I ran 3 missions, 2 of them random, and 1 we got killed on, and not one of them gave me a nature or physical wave, so therefore, in reality, I would never use this weapon. There's nothing wrong with the scythe in general. The damage, the impact, the heavy attack are all good on it, and for a new player, I would have killed to have this back in the day, but having an inventory that has everything, this is never, ever going to be on my hotbar. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Tiktak out.